What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a match preview and predicted lineups. This is your Manchester United versus Arsenal big clash, of course, on Sunday at Old Trafford. Both these sides have the big history, as we know. Maybe different seasons in terms of what's going to happen for them in the Premier League. We know for Arsenal, we're still very. I mean, the title race is over, if we're being real with it. But obviously, Man United, they're in an awful position right now in Premier League, and all they really have left is that European football, playing Europa League. That's what they've really going to put all their eggs into one basket for that one, I think. But yeah, of course, it always is a massive game, no matter the form. That I think the form doesn't really matter, and what kind of situation both teams are in. This is still Arsenal, Man United. It's still Man United, Arsenal, people. Two of the biggest clubs in England up against each other once again for another season, and we go to Old Trafford to face them. Of course, Sunday 4:30 kickoff, guys. It is, and yeah, this is everything you guys need to know. When I go through the lineups as well, make sure you guys get like buttons up as well. Leave your scores down below as well. Score prediction wise, I mean, we scored 7 against PSV. How many are we going to score against Man United? Let us know down below, and also your lineup as well. What did you guys want to see Arteta go with, obviously, for this game? Will you make any changes in defence? The attack, maybe? I mean, or will we guys keep it unchanged? Let me know everything down below as well. Appreciate everyone tuning in as always. And let's, without further ado, people, let's get right into it. So, we're going to start with Arsenal's record at Old Trafford because I'll tell you something now, people. It's never been the easiest place to go to for Arsenal. It's always been a nightmare, really, to go to. In the recent kind of years, we've actually improved the record, I think. But I remember year in, year out, people, it was always one of those places where we just would dread to go to because we'd never perform there and would never get a result there. I mean, back in, the days where we were actually, up here, yeah, maybe we would. But even those days as well, looking back at some of the results, it's always a very, very tough place to go to. And it's always been like that. When we go to Old Trafford as well, I don't know what it is, but it's always been poor, a really poor record there. But I mean, last season we did get the win. You can see where Trossard celebrating there. That was a very tight game, a 1-0 to the Arsenal. We got the goal. I think we played decent in that game as well, and it should have been more. And I'm pretty sure, obviously, the league was done by them. Yeah, the league was wrapped up as well. By that point, Man City, effectively won the league. So, yeah, obviously, we didn't really we was playing for second, runners up, just playing with freedom, a bit of pride, I guess. Even though it wasn't even that, it's embarrassing. We lost the league again last season, in my opinion. But yeah, Trossard, of course, got us to go in that one. The year before that is when we actually finished that season when we was 8 points clear as well. Yeah. That season we were 8 points clear. We won the game 3-1 as well. No, we didn't win. We lost the game 3-1. Anthony scored on his debut. Fidget's been a setting speed. We scored on his debut, and we also we lost the game 3-1 in that one. Then you can see where Martinelli is in a yellow kit. That's when they had Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo scored a hat trick against us, or maybe a brace. No, I think he got a brace. Yeah, he actually could have got a hat trick. I can't remember, but you can see that one there. That's where obviously he got a brace against us, and they done us 3-2 in that one as well. And then you can see that was one of the first. You see where Aubameyang celebrating there. That was one of the we won 1-0 from a penalty from Aubameyang. But you guys obviously remember that was one of the first times we beat them in years as well. I'm pretty sure it was a crazy record. We finally got win at Old Trafford, and everyone was like so surprised. Everyone was like, finally. When we had Aubameyang, obviously we won that, and that was in the lockdown season as well. When we were trash, like we was 15th, everyone was sitting there thinking, yeah, like it's mad. But yeah, you can see like the record at Old Trafford is it's not great, for being real with it, people. But this is a different Man United side, different Arsenal side as well. So but I still think you got to put this into perspective as well, like these types of records for sure. So let's move to because we've played them twice this season already. Let's move to the games already this season, and both of the games for me, obviously the FA Cup we're going to get to that one in a minute, but the Premier League one, 2-0 to Arsenal. At the Emirates, clean sheet against them, but it's a very frustrating game. I think both our goals, as we know, coming from Timber and Saliba, both of the set pieces as well, and that's where we did get both the goals. But we won the game at the Emirates 2-0 in the Premier League this season in this reverse fixture. But I remember the first half was so frustrating to watch. Man United made it very frustrating for us, and we was coming in at halftime sitting there thinking this ain't good enough. We need to fix up, and thankfully we did get the 2 goals from the set pieces. But when you look back on the game, realistically, people, it wasn't great, people, at all. In terms of especially in the first half. So they made it frustrating for us, but we did get the win. That's what really matters, people. We got the 3 points, and that's really all that matters there. So yeah, 2-0 in that one, and then we got to go to this one, people. The FA Cup. Embarrassing. There's down to 10 men, and it was an absolute embarrassment to get knocked out by them. We lost on penalties. Just overall performance was a disgrace. 10 men at United as well, and we got done by them. They knocked out the FA Cup. So both of the games this season has really been frustrating to play against them. I think that's that's one of the words I use. That's one of the main words I use, is just absolute frustration to play against this side this season. But in both games, really. Yes, we won the first one in the Premier League, but as I said, it wasn't pretty. Yeah, and we got both the goals from set pieces, which is good because we won the game. But if you're thinking overall, people, in the overall play, it wasn't good enough. And the FA Cup as well was just a pure embarrassment for them to come to the Emirates to win the game like that against Arsenal. With they're down to 10 men as well, to lose on penalties, it was just horrific. First round of the cup, third round of the cup as well. It just wasn't good enough, people, at all. But yeah, those were obviously both the games this season, as you can see there. So let's quickly talk about this. I want to highlight this as well, because the record between these two managers, of course, they come up against each other again this season. Arteta against Ruben Amorim, as we know. Arteta's got 1 win, and that 1 win came this season, as we know. That 2-0 win at the Emirates we just spoken about. 1 draw, because let's not forget, I'm counting the one where we played against Sporting Lisbon as well, when Amorim was manager for Sporting Lisbon in Europa League. We know what happened there. But, Arteta's got 1 win against Amorim. That was in the Emirates this season. A draw that came in when we played Sporting away from home, and that was a 2-2 game. And Amorim's beat him twice in both cups as well, both occasions. Came to the Emirates and beat us with Sporting Lisbon in Europa League on penalties, and then beat us again in the FA Cup, as we know this season, with Man United on penalties. So, yeah, it's kind of like they came up against each other 4 times now. This will be their 5th time, and Arteta's only won 1 game out of a possible 3 attempts, really, isn't it? Against Amorim. So, yeah, not the record ain't that great there. I know it's between 2 different teams before people start saying. I know, but still, we should have beat that Arsenal side should have beat Sporting Lisbon in that game against in that season. We should have won that Europa League, and we should have beat Sporting Lisbon with Amorim as a manager. So there really isn't no excuse there. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight that record there as well. But yeah, it's really big up the chat. Big up to Mina in the chat as well every single time. Big up to AFC Forever. Hope you're good, bro. We win 1-0. Listen, I'll take a 1-0. I'll take it to 3 points. Simple as I know it's not really going to mean much if we win. If we're being real with it, because we know the league's done. Let's just be honest with it, people. But yeah, big up to AFC Forever. Bless up Jacob every single time, man. Big up to you, Jacob. Big up community. Like and subscribe. Yeah, almost at 9.9 people, man. It's mad. The sport's been crazy the past couple of days, people. Especially when we did the PSV game as well. That reaction did bits, people. It went, some proper people tuning in, and I really appreciate that, guys. So thank you guys so much for all the support shown on the channel as well. And hashtag bring me Madrid. Pray for Madrid, Saints, bro. Come on. Pray for Madrid. Big up Drew as well in the building every single time, man. Absolute legend. Says winning the league is historical. Big up Josh. Facts. That's what we can say there as well. We've won the league at a lot of places. Anfield, Old Trafford, Straight Hart Lane as well. We've done it. we've done it all at our rivals really. So that's good to see there. But yeah, big up yourself every single time, and big up to Rich as well, guys. Make sure you subscribe to Red Devil United. Big up to Rich. I'm gonna be going on his channel in what's the time? Hold on. 50 minutes time. I'm gonna be going on Red Devil United TV. I'm gonna go on his preview, so it should be a good one. But make sure you guys subscribe to Rich there down below. Just type in Red Devil United's TV and it should definitely come up. Or I think it's called Red Devil United now. But type that in, guys. And yeah, you guys will find him there. I'll be on his channel. I'll put up my community post as well. I'll be going on these channels, so you guys can find me on there straight off of this as well, which should be good. But yeah, that is obviously the record there, people. And let's obviously go to what to expect from Man United, because obviously, I mean, we just spoken about the games that we played against them this season, and they were very, very frustrating games. But you know, let's quickly talk about them as a team, and they currently sit 14th place in the Premier League on 33 points, the same amount of points as top Spurs. A win for them would take them to 12th, only 2 points behind Brentford, who are in 11th right now. So yeah, I mean, it's been a disaster season for their point of view. Obviously, I know they had the whole managerial changes in between, 3 different managers. Started the season with Ten Hag, then with Van Nistelrooy. It did all right for them. He sort of steadied the ship a little bit. And Almiron, he's tried, shown a few good signs here and there, but still not consistent for them. And it's safe to say it's going to take quite a bit of time for Almiron to get things going at Man United. But seeing what he said in his press conference as well, we actually compared what he said to, so he was comparing Arteta at Arsenal and himself at Man United. And he was sitting there saying, look how much time Arteta's got at Arsenal with all the money that he spent as well. And then he's compared that to his time now. And he's saying that he's not going to get that time at Man United. He's saying, I don't see me getting that amount of time at Man United. So, yeah, I thought that was interesting. But obviously, yeah, I mean, they've been so inconsistent this season, as we know. Just looking at some of their results, I mean, the FA Cup, they got knocked out. You know, as I said, all they got left now is Europa League. They put all the eggs in one basket for that. They got Sociedad into the second leg, and they got a draw in away from home. So bring it back to Old Trafford, you never know. You know, they beat Ipswich 3-2. Everton was a 2-2. They obviously lost that. They lost that Tottenham game as well. Lost to Palace. That was poor from them. I mean, the thing is, they could put and then they got like a 1-0 away win at Craven Cottage, which is a tough place to go to. It's weird, man. Obviously, they lose to Brighton. They beat Southampton. Or they beat Southampton. Come on, Newcastle, Wolves, Bournemouth. They won the Manchester derby. Forest. Then we beat them at the Emirates. So we spoke about that game. Just again, I mean, they beat Everton, Leicester, but yeah, Leicester again. That was a Carabao Cup. But yeah, I mean, there's not that many positive results for if you are a Man United fan. This season for them has been it's been pathetic for them. People can use the excuses about that they've had new managers all they want, and part of me thinks, I'm just looking for outside. I can't get my words out. Let me speak today. I'm looking for an outsider perspective and an outsider point of view. Part of me thinks Almiron is, I think deserves a bit more leaner. What's the word? No, yeah. I think he still needs another season, in my opinion, for them. But we know what's been going on with Man United. Managers are going after manager. I say their last bet. I mean, Ten Hag still managed to win them 2 trophies, people. Yes, when you look into the seasons and when you look into them as overall, they're perfect to watch. But Ten Hag still managed to win them back-to-back trophies, Carabao Cup and FA Cup, didn't he? Mourinho managed to win them trophies. Managed him to. Did he get them? No, I don't know if he got them. I don't know if he got them second place, or was that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? I can't remember, but I know he won them most Europa League and the Carabao Cup as well. So they've had managers in the past that won them the trophies. To be fair, a few FA Cups and Carabao Cups, and a European trophy, but it's just. It's not this man. They're based on history, based on size, tradition. They should not be where they are. Nowhere near, and even in top 4 for them every single season is not their standards is Manchester United Football Club. You know, they should be every single season competing for league titles and challenge for league titles. But I think it's been a whole mess, to be honest with you people, for years and years now. And that comes not just from the managers for them, but I think higher up from them as well. That's my honesty. That's me looking from a bias aside, rivalry aside. That's me looking from an outsider point of view, really. What I see Man United, they're in a huge, complete mess. And I know a lot of people want to try and compare Arteta and, you know, Almiron and all this, but I still think it's maybe has its similarities here and there with it, but I still think it's still quite different sort of thing with both these managers, in my opinion, and both in terms of the clubs as well. I think it's a different situation, in my opinion. But yeah, obviously, they, you know, that's, you know, I mean, they've been awful this season. Let's just be real with it. I mean, it's not been, if they can get, if Almiron can take them win them Europa League, they ain't really gonna. They'll have criticism about the Premier League, but they won another European trophy. So, and if that's Almiron's first season, well, half a season, and he comes in there and he wins them the European trophy, people, then yeah, they're not really going to complain because they won a trophy at the end of the day, European trophy, and they'll take that all day long. But yeah. So let's talk about some of the key players watching Man United and also the team news for both sides. So based on the team news, this is what I've gone with in terms of the key players. I don't rate one of these players on it, by the way, but we'll get to that in a minute. But this is honestly what I've gone with based on what I've seen this season. And just before we quickly do, Man United got a man injury list as well. Maguire's out, doubtful for the game. The fridge, the slab bed, he's out for doubtful for the game. Ugarte, he's got a knock, so he's doubtful. Their goalkeeper's out. The backup, Onana play anyway. Johnny Evans is out. Of course, Martinez is out with, I think, ACL, didn't he? Yeah, man's on back to early Jan 2026. Mad. Luke Shaw's out, as we know. Mainu's not back until April. Mason Mount's out. Dorgu, their new signing as well. He's suspended, sorry. And Amad Diallo, that's a big... See, for me, Amad Diallo has been their player of the season. I don't know if Rich, he's a United fan in the chat, if he can agree with this. But, Rich, let me know key players to watch you guys Sunday. Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts as well, man. But, when you look at someone like Amad Diallo, for me, I think he's been Man United's positive this season. I'm surprised when we played against them at the Emirates that he didn't, because he was benched. I was like, what are they doing there? But Diallo would be on this list, but he's injured, so I can't put him on there, obviously. These are players fit for the game. But yeah, for me, I think I can't get my words up. Amad Diallo has been, brilliant for United this season, to be fair. Very, very good player. But yeah, the three I've chose is Mazwari. I've been impressed with him. They signed him from Munich, didn't they? Well, Ajax. I think he's at Ajax, but then he was at Munich as well, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, they signed this guy in the summer. He's pretty decent. I put Bruno Fernandes on there. Honestly, he's got the most punchable face, but he has his performances, doesn't he? Like, he can turn up, when he wants, sort of player. At the end of the day, he's had some good games here and there. I can't say him as a player, by the way. I think he's so annoying to play against. Yeah, rat face. But but yeah, honestly, he has these performances. He has his moments. And then same with Garnacho as well. Again, I don't rate him as highly as most people do, to be honest with you, but I've put him on there as well. They're them three I've gone with. But yeah, if we're looking into their overall squad as well, so we know they've got Onana still there as well. De Ligt I rate as well. I think De Ligt's solid. Then I think Rich put in the chat, Lenny Euros is decent for them. He's improving. Casemiro, we know, is not the same Casemiro whatsoever, people. Dalot's, he's all right. Zertsky, he's a funny player, ain't he? Misses a penalty and then what? Yeah, man, not to out in the final, then misses a penalty against Fulham. He's a weird player. I can't even lie. I remember watching him for Bologna a lot when he was in Serie A. Obviously, then Rasmus Højlund. Or what about? And Rich is in the chat as well. I think Wookie put it. Big up Wookie, who's in the chat as well. I think he put it about our ex-player, right? Our younger player, people. Chido Oba Martin. Yeah, will he start against Arsenal? You can just picture it, people. That guy. No, we cannot have this guy coming to against us and dunking on us, people. That's it. So if you guys don't know the backstory, so there's a player, right? Anyone who don't know this, I'm sure you guys do. But Chido Oba Martin, his name is. Yeah, he was in our academy. He was scoring goals for fun. Yeah, I think he scored like 7 goals in one game against Liverpool, or like 5 goals in one game against Liverpool. Something crazy. I mean, the kid was on fire, right? And we decided to let him go to Man United. I think he went for money, of course, more money. So imagine if and now obviously he's been promoted to their first team. Will we actually start against Arsenal? Mate, it's written in the stars, people. It really is written in the stars for this guy to come back and dunk on us, isn't it, people? And for him to celebrate as well. You can just imagine the kids celebrating as well, man. So yeah, it is mad. Let me quickly catch on some comments, guys, and we'll get. I thought, what's my next slide? Yeah, my next slide is a lineup as well, so you can see my lineup right there, people. But let's quickly big up the chat as well. Rich says, "Season is a write-off. We lose to Sociedad. 100% it is, bro. As I said, I mean, this is all you got left to put all your eggs in one basket, really, for this Europa League. For your perspective, it's quite. Because how far you've fallen in the Premier League, I think I'm just going off experience with Arsenal, right? Because we were in a not similar position. We were in Europa League and we had nothing to play for in the Premier League. I think we finished like 8th, yeah? I think it was that season we finished 8th. Yeah, it was as well. And a lot of people were saying, put all the eggs in one basket for the Europa League. And that sort of mess with us. It's like what's the word? Like mess with us in terms of like mentality wise, right? And we ended up capitulating Europa League because we was fully focused, yeah, in that Europa League. And then I think that even though we had not a lot to play for in the Premier League, I think we finished 8th that season, right? That sort of putting everything in one basket sort of like cost us, I think, in that Europa League. I think we lost to Villarreal to our ex-manager Emery, and that's when you got to the final as well. But yeah, for your point of view, you have all the cups now. You're like 14th in the Premier League. You should go put everything that you possibly can into that Europa League, and I think you got an all right result against Sociedad. I mean, they're a tough team to play against, as we know they've got some good players there. So to get a point, take it back to Old Trafford, and I think you guys can get the win at Old Trafford. I don't know who you guys play in quarterfinals and what your road is to the final. I think maybe you got Lazio in there, or is it Frankfurt? I think Bilbao will get to the final. Just seeing them this season. So if you can avoid Bilbao, I think until the final, then maybe you guys have a good chance. But then you got the likes of Frankfurt now. Even though they've lost Mamouche, they'll still give you a good game. Lazio will give you a really good game as well. So there's some still good teams in there as well. Big up Wookie in the building, man. He says, words will fail me if we lose this. I know it's you know what? Because I know a lot of Man United people as well. They love to talk, a lot. They love to sit there. Even though where they are this season, they still love to come with the chest before the game. And that's what I just can't. If they beat us again, after doing us in the FA Cup, that was bad enough. Yeah, if they come to Old Trafford and do us here, we ain't going to hear the end of it, bro. We're not going to hear the end of it. We cannot lose to these lot again, like we did in the FA Cup. We cannot draw to these lot again. I'm not taking no draws or anything like that, people. I'm sorry. Yeah, this has got to be a 3-point, win this game. I know it doesn't mean anything for the league title now because it's effectively Liverpool's, people. Let's just be honest with it, right? But yeah, for me, this game, yeah, we cannot lose. We cannot draw either. Big up to Mel in the building. How's it going, Mel? I hope you're doing well today. Let me know how you're feeling for the game as well. What's your score prediction? What's your lineup as well? Just like us, they have nothing attacking-wise off the bench unless you count Oba Martin. See, that's the thing. Is he going to play against us? Is Amorim going to sit there and say, right, that Oba Martin, now it's your chance, yeah, against your former club. It's written in the stars for you to score against them and give him a start. I don't know, Rich, if Rich saw it, yeah, he is. Has Omar Martin played a game yet for Man United? Has he started? Like, I think he started again, or did he come off the bench against Fulham in the FA Cup? But Premier League wise, has he played a game yet? Because what if this is his first start against Arsenal, people? Even when we were shit during lockdown, we never this bad. No, we wasn't, to be honest with you. We were trash, but we wasn't this trash, to be honest with you. We actually had games where, I mean, we had an awful, like, I think a 10 game without a win. Like the whole Burnley, we lost. The Villa, we lost 3-0. Burnley beat us. Southampton drew with us. Everton beat us. So there's another team. Tottenham done us, battered us. I think there's a few more I'm missing as well. I think Leeds beat. No, Leeds drew. We drew 0-0 with Leeds, didn't we, as well? So we had a whole drought of like not winning the game for 10. But then we actually gone. But then we actually went and we won. And then we beat Chelsea on Boxing Day. Do you remember? We beat Chelsea on Boxing Day, and we actually started picking up the form a little bit. From 15th, we went up and up because we beat Chelsea, we beat West Brom, we beat, I think Brighton won it as well. And that period where January was as well, I think we went from 15th, and we ended up finishing the season 8th, didn't we? So yeah, we wasn't that bad. Well, we were trash, and it was unacceptable, and it was. I don't know how Arteta survived that as well. I think he should. I don't know how he didn't get sacked, but we finished 8th that season. It was still unacceptable. But yeah, right now we're Man United are. It's yes. So it wasn't that bad. Yeah. It's honestly like, I want to say it's sad, but obviously as a rival, I'm not going to sit there and say it's sad to see your downfall. But for a fan like you yourself, because your real one is always rich, bro. It's sad to see for your point of view, like the downfall of your club, man. Because you lot, we know one of the biggest clubs in England, and for you to be here right now, it's a good look for us as Arsenal fans because we love to see it. We're more for fans like our fan base. I know it's a lot about we're competing again, but we need to win trophies now. That's something that you've been doing, to be honest with you. Yeah, the Premier League and where you are has been atrocious, and there's a whole mess of Man United. You'd say, but you still been sneaking in a trophy every single season, effectively. The FA Cup last season, Carabao Cup the season before that. Mourinho won Europa, Carabao Cup as well. And obviously, if you win the Europa League as well, that will even improve it even more. That's what you guys have. We've not had a trophy. Yeah, we're up there competing. And a lot of people say, would you rather swap positions? Yeah, I would not want to swap positions with you. But when you put the position aside from the Premier League, you look at the overall perspective and the bigger picture is you have trophies there at the end of the day. That's something with Arsenal not experienced in about 5 years now. But that was Arteta's first FA Cup. And there was as much as we're back up there competing, which is all great. We've still not got over the line in terms of winning the major honours anyway, and we've still not even won the domestic side of things as well, like you guys have, to be honest with you. And for me, the reason why you're one of the biggest, why we're the top in the top 3 is because of that, the trophies and the history. Ends of the day, that comes from trophies. So that's the bigger picture I look at with Arsenal. And with you guys as well. As much as you lot are trash, as much as Ten Hag had to go, he still managed to finesse a few trophies in there as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have gone in Europa League this season. I know it's still there's some big teams in Europa League, but it wouldn't surprise me if you guys can't do that as well, to be honest with you. There we go. Ugarte, that's a big player for you as well. He's suspended. Lenny looks improving. He looks decent. Yes, West Rider. What are you telling me, bro? Big up West Rider in the building. How you doing, West Rider? I hope you're doing well, bro. Bless up to you, my brother West Rider as well. Attacking wise, we're very hit and miss. Bruno probably the most likely to cause problems. There we go, guys. You heard it first. Casemiro Fernandes a midfield pivot. We can win that battle. 100%. Obviously, Casemiro is not the same Casemiro like he once was back in the Real Madrid days. It's simple as that. He's not the same player whatsoever. Yeah. I remember all the comparisons when he came to Premier League about him and Partey and Rodri. Mate, clearly he's not on that level anymore. Yeah. Clearly he's nowhere near that level. Partey is astronomically clear of Casemiro right now, people, and has been for the past couple of seasons. Casemiro around Madrid was different conversation. We can talk about him around Madrid, but Man United, for me, yeah, he's past it. It's as simple as that, people. It's a shame because I've always rated Casemiro. You know, you'd think he'd bring that winning mentality to Man United because of what he won at Real Madrid, but it's not really been managed to do that for them. 100%, bro, 100%. Big up West Friday says Man United will beat Arsenal. Trust me, bro. If they beat us again like they did in the FA Cup, yeah, we might have to go on hiding, people. That would be an absolute embarrassment, people. I can't even lie. It's going to be very close. It won't be humiliation. I hear that as well, West Friday. I don't think it's. I mean, the 2 times we beat Man United, have both been 1-0s. You know, we just showed the record at the start of the stream, people. If you guys missed it, but the 2 times that we beat Man United, they finished both 1-0. The Aubameyang one, and obviously the one last season. So, yeah, it's been apart from if you want to talk about the days where both teams were competing for league titles. Apart from those days, like we don't. Old Trafford is a very poor place to go to for Arsenal, people. As simple as that. It's a very tough place to go to as well, no matter what team they have, in my opinion. I'm not sleeping, bro. I'm not sleeping on Man United. I'm not underestimating no Man United. After what happened in the FA Cup, I'm not sitting there and saying I'm not underestimating them. Yeah, because we need revenge, and these players better be fired up for this game. Yeah, I don't care about Liverpool with top of the league right now. You better be fired up for this game. So Arsenal, Man United, Arsenal, Old Trafford. Yeah, this is still a massive game. I don't care where Man United are in the league table. I don't care, how much of the mess they're in this season. Yeah, this is Man United, Arsenal. This has big historic to it. This is big history. Yeah, two teams, the two of the biggest teams in England against each other, people. This team better be fired up for it. If we lose, and you cannot lose this type of game. It's as simple as that, really, because the toxicity around it, yeah, from both sets of fans, and I still think it's bragging rights at the end of the day. Whoever wins this game, I know in terms of like position, it ain't gonna matter, but for me, it's bragging rights, people, for this type of game. Just because it's Man United Arsenal. He scored 10. Yeah, I thought it was 5. Man said, yeah, there we go, it's 10. Man scored 10 against Liverpool in one game, people. And I know, listen, and I said this when we spoke about some of our youth players, right? Like with Max Darman and all this, right? At the end of the day, people, it is youth football. Yeah, you're not going to get as much space as you're going to get when you play Premier League, when you come to play men's football in the first team. Yeah, even if you play the game, you'll understand that as well, people. Like youth football is completely different to when you play men's football. That's even a lower, basic level, people. So you can imagine what it's like for all these academies who train every single day, have top tier facilities. They train like professionals, don't they? Of course, that's the whole point, to get them to professional level one day, to men's football. So it's completely different for me compared to, obviously, it's completely different for someone like this Aubameyang guy. It's all good scoring 10 goals in one game, but then can you really do it when it really matters in the Premier League, when you got no space, effectively, where you're up against bad boy defenders, up here, yeah, 6 foot plus defenders. The physicality is on point as well. This is the Premier League. Can he do it in that? And obviously, time will tell, people. He can't play in Europa, so there we go. He can't play in Europa. Something that's time. Højlund, yeah, most likely Højlund. Declan says rest in peace, Man United. I hope so, bro. I hope we absolutely cook them, but I'm not going to underestimate them. Big up to Arsenal 04 as well. I say 2-1 to Arsenal. Mark Goldberry said they're signing obliviation if they don't get Europe next season. That's true as well. This is the only way they can get European football as well. Champions League football is winning Europa League, isn't it? If they don't, because they're out of the FA Cup, so they can't get that from Europa League anymore. If they don't get my mind's gone blank. Hold on. If they don't, I'm having a brain moment, people. If they don't get, if they win Europa League this season, there we go. Then they ain't gonna get any European football next season, of course. It's done, bro. I'm sorry, people. It's done. It's dead. It's over. It's done for me. It would take something dramatic, like a miracle, for them to lose game after game. If Arsenal win every single one of our games, bro, for me, it's done. For a lot of Arsenal fans, I don't even see like even someone like a lot of Arsenal fans get trolled, yeah. Even some like the top Arsenal fans, yeah, like ultra positive. I don't even think I think they think it's over as well. I told you only to know people. Going to one. Oh, okay, he's not even started. So could you imagine, yeah, man gets his first start against Arsenal on Sunday. Big up for that. There we go. Yeah, he came a few times off the bench. It's a must-win, Josh, because I know Arsenal. Must win, but then what if we don't win then? Like, yeah, I know what you're trying to say, Arsenal over 4, man. But it's a must win because of what? What? Because we can finish second again. We're not going to we have to win this game 100%, yeah. But it's not gonna. Ain't gonna mean anything for league title race. Yeah, but in a sense, it's Man United. Yeah, it's a game that it's a must win, 100%, 100%, bro. He came off the bench against Fulham and did more than Højlund. There we go. I know Arsenal league position's over, but still, it's the Man United versus Arsenal's classical rivalry. Yeah, I mean, 100%. I agree with the first bit Arsenal 04, but I mean, all this end the season on good high. Yeah, that's good vibes at the end of the season again. I wonder if we finish second and we win nothing. Can't take to do that speech again. Big up Jordan as well in the chat, bro. Hope you're doing well. Jordan. He looks okay last night. Yeah, solid place competition too, so in the Premier League. That's very true. Yes, I'm going to be on literally in around 20 minutes time. I'm going to be on, just about 2025. I'll be sharing it on the community post as well, people. We're going to go with... we're going to be on with Rich. Looking forward to that, people. So I'm going to be dropping the link maybe after this in the chat so you go over to his channel as well. I'll be straight over to him, to his channel over there to do his preview as well. If anyone 1-0 there, apart from that FA Cup game. Yeah, I remember that game, bro. That game was like proper quality performance. I think Nacho Monreal scored, didn't he? Nacho scored, and I think then they got an equaliser, and then Danny Welbeck had to be him as well, didn't it, bro? It had to be Danny Welbeck as well, people. But yeah, and then yeah, see, it's all 1-0s, people. Yeah, 2006 where you beat. I remember that as well. Adebayor. It's always in Premier League. It's always 1-0s to Arsenal at Old Trafford. Big up Leo as well. Aren't out. Big up yourself, Leo. Don't fall for the 7-1 trick. Back to default settings on Saturday. On Sunday. Big up Coach as well. Don't care about the league. My money's on UCL. Listen, I've had a lot of talk about that, people. And yes, UCL is the only thing we got left this season, people. And yes, by all means, I'm sitting there and saying, go and win this fucking Champions League. Yeah, we need to win it. We've not won it in the history of Arsenal. It's unacceptable. Yeah, we are, when it comes to like the knockout, I know we battered PSG 7-1, but when it comes to quarterfinal, honestly, the last time we made semi-finals was against Man United, was it not? In Champions League. Was it not that season when we lost and then Ronaldo scored that mad goal against us? Was that not the same season? That's the last time we got semi-finals. Like, I could be wrong. I'm trying to think. But even Wenger's last 16, yeah. Last season we got to quarterfinals for the first time in years. And we played Bayern Munich and we got found out. So by all means, yeah, go for it. I'm not saying that. Yeah, but I'm just being realistic at the same time as well, people. And at the end of the day, people, realistically, it's going to be a miracle to beat Real Madrid or both of the Madrid sides. Not another Rashford, if you catch my drift. Yep. Arsenal in UCL. Are you answer out, bro? I've said it. I've said it since last season, bro. Like, this guy can't get us over the line. I've said that for quite a while now. But also at the same time, I sit there and I say the bigger problem is higher up. It's higher up, it's the recruitment, and it's also the Cronkies as well at the end of the day, people. Because they're the ones who give this guy the new contract extension. They're the ones who, have hyped this guy up to be in the next big thing. And they're the ones that if we are in a stage where we win nothing again this season, which is most likely going to happen for the next couple of seasons, as long as this manager gets top 4, then he stays at Arsenal for as long as I mean the only way this guy goes from Arsenal is if the guy resigns at the end of the season, people. Yeah, if the guy sits, if he doesn't get his striker that he wants, even though he's been backed, with a lot of money, if he don't get what he wants, then maybe he'll sit there and say, "I'm going to walk." That's the only way I see. That's the only way I see Arteta, leaving Arsenal. He's staying otherwise, and he will stay for another 3 years and win nothing and still be accepted, because the Kroenkes only want, for me, top. That's clear. They only want Champions League money and top 4. Hence why he got the new contract extension midway through the season, whenever it was last season, wasn't it? I don't remember now. But nah, bro, I've said it. The guy can't get us over the line. People. This is just the way I see it. This is the way how I view it. I gave this manager big credit because he's got us back up there competing at the end of the day. Yeah, which we need to be doing every single season. So we give him big credit for that. He's got us back playing UCL football where we belong. Yeah, and he's got us back up there competing. So that's where the credit gets due there. And we've played some good football on this manager. We've played some really good football, but then at times we've also played some abysmal football as well. Especially this, if we're being honest, this season. This season, something's changed with this manager. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I can't really pinpoint a number of reasons, people. I know, and they're not excuses, by the way. I'm not using injuries as excuses, people, yeah. The bigger picture is, you could see everything about this man. The style of players changed completely. The system changed as well completely, people. Let's be real with it. So, as much as this guy's got us back up there, he's proved that he can't get us over the line. He can't get us to the next level. So, we need someone else who can get us to the next level, who has been there and done it before. And there's plenty of managers out there. I've named them countless times on my streams, too many times, people. You guys know who they are. Simeone, Zidane, Ancelotti, Xabi Alonso, Inzaghi, Nagelsmann. They're the managers we need to be looking at. Yeah, I'm not looking at any project managers anymore, people. We need managers who are elite mentality, who are winners, who have done it already, who've got a CV, can come in, get his team over the line to win major honours, people. I think we've got a good squad there, some really good players there. There's still some gaps missing, as we know. We know striker is winner, but I still think this squad is a good. The foundation has been set by the manager, Arteta, but he just proved that he can't get us over the line to win the major honours, and he's proved that every year in, year out, people. There's no more excuse for this manager. So I've said this before, bro. Defense wins you titles, yeah, but we're not winning. We're not winning. Big up coach as well, but we're not winning. Obviously, the title. We had the best defense last season, bro. Did we win the title? No, we didn't, bro. We missed out at the end of the day. But I do hear what you're saying. Yeah, I'm not writing us out in Champions League. Why would I have that mentality of saying we can't win the Champions League? Yeah, you're in it to win it, people. You know what I'm trying to say. So why would I'm not writing Arsenal out there. I'm just being realistic as well. Yeah, against teams like, if we get Atletico Madrid, if they somehow, because they're at home second leg against Real Madrid, if they turn it around, and we've got to play against Simeone, yeah, and you guys think playing low blocks in the Premier League, people, imagine playing against Simeone, right? This guy can low block. He masters it anyway. They got the best defensive record in the top 5 leagues. Yeah, I think Inter maybe above them now because they're not. No, because in Serie A, Inter conceded goals. So in Champions League, they've conceded less goals, but overall, Atletico got the best defensive record in the top 5 leagues in European football. I think in the world, people. Yeah, in the world, Atletico got the best defensive record in the world, and they have done for years, by the way. And they got the best one of the best home records in Europe as well, playing at that Wanda Metropolitano. Yeah. They have what? It's a fortress there. They're so good in there. They got an elite manager, not just defensively as well, but they attack as well, man. Have you seen the players that they got? Griezmann, Alvarez is on fire. Alexander Sorloth as well. He's been on fire for them this season. The managers there. Everything about Atletico Madrid, they would give us a read. So this may be, and then Real Madrid is Real Madrid. You can never write off Real Madrid. I don't care what season it is. Then I've proved so many times. So I'm not saying we don't have a chance against them. I'm just being realistic at the end of the day. You know, I'm just being realistic. You know, I don't want to damage the mood, people, because we battered PSG 7-1. But I'm just being realistic with it. Yeah, that was the last time we reached semis. Our one was Roma, Villarreal, and Man United. There we go. I'm not scared, man. I'm just being realistic. Gets Simeone in. Facts. Takes one set piece to win the tie versus Madrid. One penalty, one lucky goal. The joys of a cup. Football, let's not overrate Madrid. They lost to a weak team in La Liga, but they would give them a game. I hear it, bro. I hear it. And we probably and listen. I'm not saying at the Emirates we would give them a game. Yeah, at the Emirates we would, but going away, you know, like I'm sitting there saying, yeah, we are in for a chance for sure. We have to be. We have a loser mentality like we can't win the Champions League. Then what's the point of us even being in there? Yeah, but at the same time, I'm looking realistically as well, bro. And realistically, this is Real Madrid we're talking about. In Champions League, they got that pedigree. They got that heritage. Don Carlo is their manager. They got top quality players. Even though if I've seen them play awful this season, then you are right. They played shit this season. Yeah, but when it really mattered in that Man City game, I know Man City being shit this, when it really mattered, they find a way, Real Madrid. And they've done it every single season. I wrote this Real Madrid side off 2 years ago when they played against Man City as well, where Man City went 1-0 up. Riyad Mahrez, I think, scored for them. 20 minutes left. Man City, I think, were 2-0 up, 2-0 up in the tie. There's a 1% chance Real Madrid will win that game against Man City. Benzema happened. Rodrigo happened. They have that mentality. They have that heritage there. So I'm not writing us off. I'm just being realistic as well against these types of teams that we're going to be facing in the quarterfinals. I've seen, and we saw it against Bayern Munich last season. We had the best defense last season, bro. Bayern Munich happened, you know. So I'm just being really. I'm not going too far with saying we're winning Champions League. Big up to you, coach. So I dropped Calafiori. Yeah, let's just quickly go through the lineup, man. So this is what I've gone with. Reyes in goal. Simple as that, really. Timber right back. Saliba, Gabriel, two centre backs. Calafiori left back. I think Luis Skelly for me is going to get a rest for this game. Obviously, he got subbed off against PSV. Discipline-wise, I'd say a bit. You know, he's got a lot of adrenaline, man. He's 17, but what do you guys expect? He's playing for Arsenal. You know, so he almost got sent off against PSV, but I don't really look into him for that whatsoever. So Calafiori is going to come in for this one at left back. Midfield, Odegaard, Partey, and Rice. Simple as that, really. I don't think we should change that. Then the front three is going to be Wanyeri on the right, Trossard on the left, and Mikel Merino leads the line for Arsenal. So I think he's going to go unchanged, but one change. I think he'll go one change and then keep the rest the same. I think he'll take out Skelly and bring in Calafiori for this one, people. Let's get into the score prediction, guys. Make sure you leave your predictions down below as well. I've gone with a 2-1 to Arsenal win. I do think we will get the win, but it's going to be tight as always. Going to Old Trafford, I think maybe we'll score first, maybe go 2-0 up, and then see the goal and make it a bit. Man United put a bit of pressure on us towards the end, but I'm going to go 2-1 to Arsenal, guys. That's my prediction right there. Let me know your prediction down below as well, people. And yeah, I'm going to go into Rich channel right now. 10 minutes time, people. Looking forward to that one. So you guys can check out my community post for that one. You guys can find me over there. But yeah, until tomorrow, guys, I'll be back with probably an opposition preview for Man United. Big up, coach, bro. Appreciate you tuning in, my friend. He's gone 3-2 to Arsenal. Big up to you, coach, bro. But yeah, thank you for the kind words as well, my brother. Appreciate you every single time, coach. But yeah, guys, you guys can catch me obviously tomorrow. I'll be back as always for the opposition preview, and then Sunday is match day, people. So we'll catch you guys there. Big up everyone. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your nights, and I'll see you guys in my next